What's up, y'all? We're here at our FSM Prep Rally Game of the Week, and we've just had our first upset for high school playoffs with the number 6 seed Faith Lutheran defeating the number 3 seed Desert Oasis with a score of 8-35. And going into this game, Desert Oasis was essentially the favorite as they had the better record, but Faith Lutheran just came out on top, dominating the entire game. Kalani, how did you feel about the dominance at the line of scrimmage?
I mean, it was evident in this game that Faith Lutheran came in. They were more physical, more explosive off the ball. You saw that the defense got 6 total sacks in this game. You got Connor Grizz, you got Cooper Offerman getting sacks. They were getting after the quarterback left and right and making it very uncomfortable, not allowing him to get comfortable or set his feet for any real completions until later in the game. It just shows, while it's flashy to be the quarterback, nice to be the running back, good to have wide receivers on the outside, games are won and lost at the line of scrimmage, especially we get later into the year and it gets a little chillier.
That's
you want
right.
the big boys up front to hold it down.
And what did you feel about the offensive performance by Desert Oasis?
So you look at offensively, they tried to get something going in the passing game, but they just weren't able to get anything going. Again, going back to the defensive line of Faith Lutheran, the quarterback was not able, Vincent Hales from Desert Oasis, wasn't able to find any rhythm. He had a good pass towards the end, but it was a little too late for Desert Oasis. Now we're talking about the dominance of the defense. Hannah, why don't you talk to us about the dominance of the offense of Faith Lutheran and how they looked in the run game?
Well, one thing about today is that the running backs ate today for Faith Lutheran.
Yes,
Number 33 had 3 touchdowns, where he was even subbed out for his backup, and he had a touchdown today as well. But overall, running backs were explosive, capitalizing on the outside, and overall, Desert Oasis's D-line couldn't have an answer for them. And I think the running game is just so important overall for playoffs in general and for high school football around the valley. So, Kalani, talk about that importance and the importance of it going into playoffs.
You know, as football as a whole has grown into be a more spread out, we're passing the ball everywhere, the run game still win and loses you games. You got to be able to run the ball. You control the clock. You control the momentum of the game. And you also take the morale out of your opponent by being able to bust up the middle of the outside for big runs. We also see, gets later in the year, guys are getting tired, bodies wearing down. You got to be able to run the ball to win the game.
Stay tuned for our player of the game. We're here at our FSM Prep Rally with our player of the game, number 33, Justin Robbins. Congrats, Justin, on the dub today. You had 3 touchdowns, and y'all were playing like with a chip on your shoulder. Talk about that.
We just saw all the things saying that we weren't meant to be here, and you know, the whole team knows it, and you know, we trust our brothers and our coaches. We just know we're meant to be here, so we just went out there and put it all on the field.
And even your buddy ate today when you were able to be subbed out toward like the third quarter, and he had a little celebration at the end. So how does it feel to have that depth in your offense?
I mean, it feels great, you know. It's just like security, you know. I know if I ever need someone else, I got my brothers behind me to come and pick it up.
Right. How do you feel about going into playoffs, and what is the message you want to send to other schools?
I just want to send that, like, you know, we're here. We're meant to be here. You know, we're going to win it. We're going to go out there and we're going to give it all. And, you know, people are going to feel it this time.
Congrats, Justin. Great performance.
And we're back with our coach of Faith Lutheran, Coach Jay Sass. Coach, congrats on the victory. What was it like coming on the road in this atmosphere, playoff time?
First and foremost, we just want to thank and give all the glory to God. Very appreciative to even have this opportunity to be here in the playoffs. I know a lot of people in the media didn't believe that we deserved to be in the playoffs. So, we kind of carried that with us a little bit. We prayed, and the good Lord answered and gave us an opportunity. So we're grateful for that.
You're right. With the record and the season you guys had, your ups and downs, you get into it. But, hey, once you're here, records are out the window. It's all about how you're performing. But I tell you, by that performance right there, 6 sacks from your defense. What was that like seeing your defense go out there and dominate the way that they did against this team? Was that expected, or was it just, hey, it was our night?
Well, first off, DO is a very good team. They're a physical team. They want to ground and pound you a little bit. Their running back is outstanding. That quarterback makes it difficult because of how quick of his release. So our defense just, we trained with a purpose. And, we may have put ourselves in a bad spot the first time around, but we weren't going to let that slide anymore. And so, our coach, Jamal Brimmer, our defense coordinator, did a great job preparing the kids in a short week, where there's a lot of ups and downs with the NIAA and who's getting in and where you're playing, who you're playing. So I felt like our staff did an amazing job getting the guys prepared. And then, offense was able to do the things that were needed in a short field. And our special teams played outstanding to be able to win some hidden yardage, and we were able to get advantages.
You got speaking of their running back, your running back himself, Justin Robinson, he was able to get 3 touchdowns. They even had the backup of Marion Watkins come in. What's it like to be able to say, I can go to my backups and reserves, and they could still come in and produce at that level? Even on the defensive side, you had, Cooper, Graves,
Yeah.
and Offerman go out there and get sacks themselves. Talk about the depth of this team.
We got a great bunch of guys. They love each other. They love ball. They're doing it the right way. It hasn't come in our time, but it has come in God's time, and we've been given this opportunity. Seeing guys like Cooper and Connor Grease, making the plays that they're making. We see it all the time in practice, and so just getting those guys to transition that to game time has been a big deal. So we were fired up with them.
Well, we're fired up to see you guys. We know you guys are a good team. We look forward to seeing you going forward. Good luck the rest of the way, Coach.
Appreciate
we'll be
you
looking
guys.
out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
That's our FSM Prep Rally for tonight. I'm Hannah Sarkinia.
I'm Kalani Lua.
Tune in next Saturday for the FSM Prep Rally.